In my 30 years career, I've never seen so much stress than I see right now. With team members that don't show up, most of us working shorthanded, a looming recession, inflation through the ceiling, no good news on the TV or radio ever. Social media exacerbates that, and more than ever, you need self-care. Hello there, everybody. It's Dr. Glenn Krieger here with another episode of your 5-Minute Friday. And today, I'm going to make it all about you. Today, it's not at all about me. It's all about you. Why? Because today I'm going to talk about self-care. Right now, don't skip ahead of this. If you're the one who needs it the most, you're going to want to skip ahead. And I'm telling you, no. Because I'm you, or you are me. We are one. I was you at one point where I felt maybe I was 35 to 40 years old. I was killing it, top of the world, making a great living. But I realized in my 50s, I'm not going to live forever. And self-care matters. And I've given advice to a few of my friends, leave your 40s in great shape. When you hit 50, it's so useful if you're in good shape. Leave your 30s in great shape, right? It's super important. Don't beat your body up. And I want to talk about self-care. So what does self-care mean? Self-care is both emotional and physical. You can add spiritual to it and maybe even educational. You need to focus on self-care. What I want you to start considering is, if you're not working out on a regular basis, find the time. I don't want to hear your excuses. There are people out there with way more challenges in their lives than what you've got. You can find a way to go for a walk or to work out for 30 minutes before the kids wake up. Is it tough? Absolutely. Is it simple? No, right? But you need to put that energy in if you want to stay healthy. Mental well-being. Maybe you need to spend some time with a therapist. Maybe you need to enlarge your circle of friends. Maybe you need to spend more time with the friends or the ones you love. But that's another component to self-care that's super important. Diet, right? Like, I'll tell you, I'm the guy. I see a piece of cake, I want to eat it. I see something fried, I want to eat it. Particularly down here in Texas, there's a lot of ways you can go south, no pun intended, really fast with your diet. But I've learned there's right ways and wrong ways to deal with this. And you can't, as the Rolling Stones say, you can't always get what you want. So again, from self-care, diet, exercise, mental health, spiritual, your belief in yourself, the universe, or a higher power. But you really should, again, keep this airplane in balance with all these things. Don't go into one area more than the other. If you're doing triathlons, which I did at one point, and you're doing, 8-hour bike rides, or you're doing 2-hour runs, or you're hitting the master swim pool for an hour and a half, your life's going to get out of balance. And while your body may be in great shape, is it really the best thing for you? Now, if your goal is to do a triathlon, go for it. But I can tell you from experience that it's really, really hard to put in, let's call it, 20 hours a week of working out, 15 hours a week of working out, and be there as a family person or a friend without having to wake up at 3 a.m., which is what I was doing. So again, fitness is good. Too much fitness, not good. Plus, by the way, as an aside, if you're an extreme athlete and you're in your 30s, take it from those of us in our 50s who ran the 20-mile runs, who swam the 2 or 3 mile open water swims, who biked the 100-mile bike rides, that when you get older, your body's going to pay for it. I'm just telling you, you should know that ahead of time. Are there exceptions to that rule? Oh, my friend's father-in-law or brother-in-law? Yeah, but the overwhelming majority of people who do it that long, the body's not meant to do it. So self-care means moderation. It doesn't mean dieting all the time. It means eating right most of the time and having some fun. It means working 6 days a week and maybe going to deal with spiritual issues on 1 day a week like I do. Focus on you. Just like on an airplane, it says, put your oxygen mask on and then help somebody else. You've got to keep the plane flying. You have to be healthy and safe and emotionally in a good place. Because I got to tell you, in my 30 years career, I've never seen so much stress than I see right now. With team members that don't show up, most of us working shorthanded, a looming recession, inflation through the ceiling, no good news on the TV or radio ever. Social media exacerbates that. And more than ever, you need self-care. So my homework to you after this is outline a few ways during your quiet time, which again is self-care and you need some. Start spending some time thinking about what are the things you need to work on for your life. For me, some of the things are maybe I need a massage more often because my muscles are so sore. I'm looking for an acupuncturist and couldn't find one for ages. Maybe you want to switch from, a CrossFit workout style to maybe adding a little more Pilates or yoga into your life. Maybe you want to go pescatarian or vegetarian, not for moral issues potentially, but for more, studies are starting to show us more and more that a meat-based diet, it may not be the healthiest thing for longevity. Maybe you want to spend more time learning about longevity and health. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, learning a lot about what they're uncovering about longevity. And some of it's really, really interesting. Focus on everything from spirituality to physical, and write down what you need to focus on. And don't make this about productivity. I'm the productivity guy, right? I'm telling you, in this case, this isn't about productivity. This is about creating priorities in your life so that you can get yourself healthier and stay healthier. And even if you're amazingly healthy right now, focus on how to stay there long term. Again, the takeaway message from this podcast episode is this. If you're in your 20s, 30s, or even early 40s, longevity isn't a real problem for you. If it is, that's a warning sign to you. But it wasn't until I hit about 50 or 51 where I really started to notice more aches, more pains. The cumulative miles of swimming, running, biking, lifting started catching up with me. And the harder you go in your 30s and 40s, the more you're going to face it in your 50s and beyond. Go look at professional hockey players. Go look at professional football players. It catches up with you. So again, if you're the general demographic of orthopreneurs, which is 30 to 50, telling you now, focus on self-care now. It's like money in the bank. It'll pay you dividends later. So again, go design your life, figure out what it is you need. This isn't productivity. This is self-preservation and longevity. Much love to each and every one of you, and just wishing you a great day. Productivity. This is self-preservation and longevity. Much love to each and every one of you, and just wishing you a great day.